Hello, young friends, and welcome. It's another story time with Grandma Taira. I've got a really good story for you today, so I hope that you're settled comfortably, you've done all your chores, and you can listen without interruption. The story title is The Million Naira Lunch Break, and it goes like this. A hired motorbike, popularly called Okada, pulled up and Pa Badmus got off the back. He paid his fare and proceeded to make his way towards the entrance of the huge equipment shop called Farm Equip. Pa Badmus was in his late 60s now, and his gait no longer had the bounce it had in his younger days. Nevertheless, he tried to hurry. He knew the shop doors would be shut at 1 p.m. on the dot for lunch. Farm Equip had maintained this tradition for years, and he didn't expect it to be any different now. As he hurried up the walkway, he nodded his head in response to greetings from a couple of young men who had watched him alight from the Okada. Alas, as he approached the doors, he noticed that they were already firmly shut, with the closed for lunch sign swinging on the inside. Pa Badmus stopped in his tracks with a sigh of dismay. One of the two young men that Pa Badmus had passed looked back. "Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?" Pa Badmus looked at him hopefully. "I hope so. Do you gentlemen work here?" The second man looked at Pa Badmus disdainfully. "Yes, but we are on break now. It's company policy. We must all take our lunch break at the same time, at the stipulated time, or forfeit it altogether." "Oh dear, I really wanted to have a look at what you have. I have come a long way." "Ah, well," the second man responded again. "Give us an hour and we'll be back. There's a bench over there under the tree. You can sit there and wait for us." Pa Badmus was terribly disappointed. Mike, the first man, turned to his companion. "Bello, let's help him. He said he's come a long way. He's obviously disappointed that we're shut, and it's unfair to keep him waiting for an hour." "Long way? On that Okada, and therefore I should miss my break. Thank you. Because this old man wants to look at our equipment, Abby. Sorry, I don't have time to waste. When a serious customer comes, then I will not hesitate to forfeit my break. Otherwise, forget it." Mike looked over at the old man and then at Bello. Suddenly, he didn't care if the old man just wanted to look at the equipment. So what if he wasn't a serious customer, as Bello had put it? Money isn't everything. And besides, not all of the so-called serious customers with money were very pleasant to deal with, and neither did they make a purchase every time. Mike decided that if the old man just felt like looking at the farm equipment, it might give him some joy. And Mike honestly didn't mind missing his lunch for that. "It's okay, Bello. You go on. I'll forfeit my lunch break and show the customer around." Bello hissed. "Mike, you've come again, Mr. Do-Good. I wonder when you'll learn your lesson. Always putting yourself out for others with nothing to show for it." Mike smiled at him and went over to open the shop. "Please come in, sir. Sorry for the slight delay." Pa Badmus was delighted. His face crinkled into a big smile. "God bless you, my son," he said as he stepped into the bright showroom. "Is there anything in particular you would like to see?" Mike asked. Mike had warmed to the old man. He was even more pleased now that he had given up his lunch break to show him around. He didn't expect him to make any purchases, so knew he wouldn't get any commission out of it. But that did not matter. The old man's obvious pleasure more than made up for it. Everything. I want to see everything, especially the latest equipment and machinery that you have in stock. Mike smiled to himself at the man's enthusiasm. This will be fun, he thought to himself. An hour later, Bello came back to see Pa Badmus leaving the showroom. He was being escorted by the chairman and chief executive of Farm Equip, Chief Nwagbu, and Mike, who had a huge smile on his face. A uniformed chauffeur stood holding a Ming black jeep. Kenneth, Pa Badmus said to the chauffeur, can you now see that I did the best thing by taking the bike instead of sitting for another hour in the traffic with you? Kenneth looked at his boss. Yes, sir, but I still feared for your safety. I would be much happier if you would stop doing things like that. Your family will be most angry with me for... Oh, Kenneth, you behaved like a mother hen. I enjoyed the ride and the bike got me here in record time. Now we shall be able to get back to Shagamu on schedule. Yes, sir, the chauffeur replied as he helped Pa Badmus into the jeep. Chief Nwagbu bowed as Pa Badmus shook his hand. Thank you, Chief Nwagbu. It has been a pleasure being in your showroom again after so many years. I must come more often instead of sending my farm manager. Chief Badmus, you know I am always happy to come out to the farm to update you on our latest models. But if you insist on coming in again, please have your personal assistant give me a call so I can be on hand to receive you personally. Pa Badmus looked over at Mike affectionately. Chief Nwagbu, I was very well received without giving any advance notice. Your man here, Michael, is a most efficient person and a pride to your company. He did an excellent job of representing you. Mike could not stop smiling. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Bello was astounded. What have I done? He asked himself. But he knew the answer already. He had messed up. Old man he had treated so contemptuously was obviously Chief Badmus, the chairman of Bountiful Farms, the largest privately owned farm in Nigeria. How could I have passed up an opportunity like this? Bello asked himself yet again. Chief Badmus had driven off and Mike was showing him the sales book. Bello, look, 200 million. At 2%, my commission on that comes to 4 million. Bello, I feel as if I'm dreaming. Oh God, my father, thank you. Bello felt as if he was dreaming too. Mike, I thought he was just an old man out to waste time like all the others that you spend time on. I mean, the Okada, the simple clothes. Tell me the truth. Did you recognize him? Did you know who he was? No, Bello. I thought he was just another old man who came in to while away some time in here as well. But you know I'm always telling you about your attitude, Bello. It's only the customers whom you believe are affluent that you are pleasant to. If you don't think you can gain something from a person, you consider it a waste of time to be nice to them. But I'm always telling you about how Jesus says in the Bible that whatever we do to any of our fellow men, we do unto him. So if we show love to our fellow man, we show love to him. And if we're nasty to them, we are nasty to him. Listen, long ago, I made the commandment to love my neighbor as myself and do unto others as I would wish others to do to me, my watchword. Even though I know God is always faithful and keeps his word, I never expected it to be rewarded in this way. 4 million Naira. Now I know that just as it says in Ephesians 3 verse 20, God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that we ask or think. He has done it for me today. Praise the Lord. Okay, young friends, that's the end of the story. So, what do you think of Bello's attitude? And what do you think of Mike's? And what is your usual attitude? Are you nice to other people just when you think they can do something good to you? Do you help mommy and daddy at home just when you want something? Are you a good friend just when you want to get something from that friend of yours? I hope not. Remember what Jesus has said. Do unto others the way you would like them to do to you. It's time for me to go now. But remember, young friends, I love you. You are special. You're a star. And you're born to shine wherever you are. God bless you. Bye-bye.